as usual, I'd planned to vlog some of the return journey. What I was trying to do was capture like the takeoff of the aeroplane, the landing of the aeroplane, getting onto the coach, getting off the coach, you know, that kind of thing. A snapshot of the journey all the way through. However, it was pitch black when we landed late in Faro last night, and the plane was so loud. I was surrounded by groups of young lads going off on holiday, a hen do, 2 stag do's, and the noise on the plane was at the end quite unbearable. But that was just for me. I just can't deal with all of the noise and lots of different people talking loudly all the time. And then the coach coming back from Faro to Castelo Branco, we were held up for over an hour because there was an accident on the road. So I'm hoping everyone involved is okay. There was a lot of emergency services there. But I want to say a big thank you to my lovely friends and neighbours, Peter and Lainey. They had already organised to come and pick me up at the bus station in Castelo, and I had to message them to say, obviously, that there'd been an accident, didn't know how long the bus was going to be delayed. And what did they do? They just came back for me. So even though it was over an hour late and we live half an hour out of Castelo Branco, they still came and picked me up. So thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. Love you both. And I've sat here for an hour just soaking in the peace and quiet. The only sound we've got are bees and sometimes flies outside and the birds. And it is lovely. So I'm going to have a very quiet evening. Lainey has even supplied me with some soup and bread for my dinner. So I'm organised. Gosh, there's the first vehicle after we came through the village. So can't explain how wonderfully peaceful and quiet that is. So I'm back. I'm going to get myself settled and organised and start again tomorrow. You might have guessed I couldn't come for a late night wander up to the land now that I'm back without checking everything out. And the figs are doing brilliantly. There are masses of them. That's amazing. And even the fig tree that I thought was a bit sick, and I cut half of it, the other half is doing really well. It's lovely. It's nearly 8 p.m. and it's just a wonderful temperature, and the smell of the pine and the eucalyptus and just the freshness is amazing. My little plum tree, there's still 4 plums on here. They look ripe. Yep. I hope Lainey picked the rest of them, because there were quite a few. Sweet. Nice. And juicy. I can tell that they have had some heavy rain because all of the little stones and the sand has washed down, and the grapes are just exploding. Yep, some really good bunches on there. Brilliant. There was clearly a lot of water flowed down here quickly. You can see all the silt there, the little stones and the sand just outside the garden house. The apple tree is doing really well. Still all the fruit, just bigger and a little more ripe. And if you remember, this is where all the ants were. And I can't see them at all. Nope, no sign of them. Perhaps removing their food source where they were farming the aphids made them move on. Brilliant. Oh my, I better get on the salads. Yep, it's a good few salads there to get eaten and given away. God, I love coming back and seeing just the snapshot later on. It's amazing. It's only been 3 weeks. Oh, and what have we got over here? This bed's gone crazy too. Okay. No fruit on here yet. This is an aubergine plant, but there are some flowers. So that's put a lot of growth on. So that's good and healthy. That's good and healthy. That's brilliant. Oh my goodness. What have I just spotted? Let's go and have a look. OMG. They were nowhere near ready to fruit, and look at what we've got. Okay, so can I still call these courgettes, or are they classed as marrows now? My arm isn't long enough to keep it far enough away to get the whole fruit in. Oh gosh, I can't stretch any further. Sweet potatoes are looking really good. So I put in 5. One did look a bit dishevelled before I left, and that's disappeared altogether. But the other 4 are looking really good. Amazing. Don't you just love nature? It's looking a little brown around the pond. Brilliant. But there's still water in it. And the frogs and toads are putting on a choir. And my covered up pile of grass trimmings has, I would say that's compressed down at least by half. And we've got a little few puddles of rainwater in there. Neighbours said that it rained really heavily last week, and I think the first week I was away. Oh no, there's more of them. Gonna have to get processing some of this. And my leeks, oh, they're going to flower. That is quite pretty. And the tomatoes are doing well. They have flowers and fruit. They should really be staked. There's another job I have to do. And the pepper plant has got masses of peppers on it. Brilliant. And I did worry in case I just came back to everything. Did. But it's been well cared for, and I'm really grateful that it's been looked after. Everything's looking really good. Let's check out the strawberries. I can see one. Oh, I can see lots. Having a lovely fruit salad tonight. Oh my. Wow, that is amazing. So strawberry. Strawberry. Delicious. So I thought the first three, which are the three on the right hand side, were brilliant. Then I went over to the other bed where there's two more plants, and they each had an even bigger one. Okay, recipes in the comments below for courgette. Well, it's 9 o'clock. I'm shattered and the bugs have found me. So I'm going to go home, have a nice wash, get my jammies on. Good night.